Trump for fatal riot, his sick secret comes out, busted. Unlike in the immediate aftermath of every terrorist attack or violent riot that happened on Barack Obama's watch, President Donald Trump was quickly blamed for what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia on Saturday. Trump condemned the violence and was quick to address it and say it was wrong, but was called an organizer of terrorism for not calling out white supremacists specifically in his initial sentiments. It didn't matter that he ultimately did condemn them, as well as the other side of the violence, both of which are responsible. According to the city's mayor, Trump is the terrorist responsible for the unrest, saying that the death and destruction in his town falls right at the doorstep of the White House and the people around the president. No sooner did he make this incorrect sentiment that he was forced to choke on his own words when his sick secret came out. The rhetoric in the aftermath of the riot seems excessive and ironic. There was no outrage from liberals aimed at Barack Obama after Dallas police officers were shot by a BLM activist in the name of the movement, despite the president openly supported Black Lives Matter at the time. He also never condemned Islam after every terrorist attack. As it turns out, there's far more to the Charlottesville riots than the left is saying, and probably not a coincidence that it happened in Mayor Michael Steiner's town. Let's first revisit what Steiner said on Sunday, just hours before it came to light what he was hiding behind his podium. The New York Post reports. The Charlottesville mayor on Sunday blamed the heated rhetoric of Donald Trump's presidential campaign for emboldening white supremacists who caused an explosion of violence during rallies in the Virginia city. Look at the campaign he ran. Look at the intentional courting, both on the one hand all of these white supremacist, white nationalist groups like that, anti-Semitic groups, and then look on the other hand the repeated failure to step up and condemn, denounce, silence, put to bed, all of those different efforts just like we saw yesterday, and this is not hard, Mayor Michael Steiner said on CNN's State of the Union. Steiner, speaking a day after hate groups engaged in violence encounters with counter-protesters, questioned the president's leadership. Trump rightfully defended himself against the allegations of responsibility, putting the blame exactly where it belongs by calling what happened in Charlottesville an egregious display of hatred, bigotry and violence on many sides, Perhaps the biggest purveyors of violence are Democrats, Steiner being one of them with his close ties to evil empire leader billionaire George Soros. Where there are protests and riots, Soros is somewhere to be seen. Evidently, Steiner profited more from this unrest than just the political mileage he's getting out of it to dethrone Trump. Steiner's secret friendships are now at and sheds light on the real reason for these riots, which many people have speculated about over the weekend. According to his Wikipedia page, Steiner has worked for the Center for American Progress and worked with John Podesta on Barack Obama's State Department transition team. The Center for American Progress is largely reliant on funds from Soros as they play a critical part in doing his dirty work. Conservative advocate and actor James Woods was quick to call out the one person who is truly happy about the Charlottesville tragedy. So, was the riot coincidental or deliberately set up? Considering the massive agenda push against the president immediately after, it seems like it's more than just an opportunistic response to a horrifying situation. The driver who killed 32-year-old Heather Heyer when he plowed into a crowd is now under investigation to see if he had help with the planning. Fox News reports. The feds are looking into whether James Alex Fields Jr., the suspect accused of ramming his car into a group of counter-protesters at a white nationalist rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, had helped planning the alleged attack. A senior Justice Department official familiar with the investigation told Fox News on Sunday. The DOJ has opened a federal civil rights hate crime investigation into Saturday's crash, which killed one person and injured 19 others. The investigation is not limited to the driver. We will investigate whether others may have been involved in planning the attack, the official said, adding that domestic terrorism charges are possible as well. The left has created a massive distraction from the actual event by creating controversy about what Trump said in the aftermath and or how he said it. It's a huge focus that seems to be designed for a reason when the real players involved in this horror are those often behind all acts of domestic terrorism. Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.